I get asked very frequently, Naomi,
how do you just get up every day and troll Jamaican men?
Anyways, I felt like it was my responsibility to just use these waste man, I said that right, yeah? Waste man as an example. Parma.Vito. Parma said, go suck your mother with your nastiness, girl. And to that I said, Mr. Palmer hates women. Mr. Palmer is a closeted gay man.
I refuse to make them room my morning. Don't come in here and tell me say I came in here on a high. I was on a high all morning. I woke up on a high, couldn't even sleep last night. I refuse to make
It's not that I don't want you here.
Let's look up who this nigga is. Let's see who the this nigga is, because you post. I'll say wait. This nigga work for the MTA. No, bro, no fucking way. This nigga work for the MTA.
Your back door get ram out.
This is not Jamaica. This nigga crazy.
But let's go back further. 5 years prior, when I was on my way home,
within seconds, I left from not saying much to telling this suspicious Jamaican man that I don't date men. I prefer women. You know, I care if I carry up another bushy and kill you, he said with a laugh. And you know that your fragile ego couldn't handle being rejected by a young girl that realized from early that men are dangerous. So you raped and killed her. And I watched as the gears hesitantly turned in his head. I guess he didn't expect me to say that. We sat in silence the rest of the way.
I get asked very frequently, Naomi,
how do you just get up every day and troll Jamaican men?
And to that I say, with pleasure. It's actually quite easy. Get rid with me to troll a Jamaican man.
You're 22, two at a handle. Girl, I wanna handle you. Put my hands upon you, man. You're 22, two at a handle. Girl, I wanna handle you. Put my hands upon you, man. 22 going on 23. You look pretty there when you're fucking with me.
Got me weak in the knees. Oh, sugar, honey, serotonin.
Everybody go to breakfast. To go bow for the result, nothing to discuss. Cause I did win by default and without any doubt. I'm a me happy adult.
I ain't sorry. No, hell no. I'll trade your broken wings for mine. I remember weapon in the war caused by pain.
I realize that it is my duty to create a public forum, one place where you can go to check to see who these woman-hating, homophobic Jamaican men are. Now, I expected to get a lot of from Jamaican men. You know, they're little sometimes. They tend to get their panties in a bunch quite easy. Like, it literally takes nothing to get a Jamaican man triggered. I felt like it was just my responsibility to just use these waste man, I said that right, yeah? Waste man as an example. And so many people, so many little crawled in my comment section, like Palmer.Vito. Palmer said, go suck your mother with your nastiness, girl. And to that I said, Mr. Palmer hates women. Mr. Palmer is a closeted gay man. Mr. Palmer didn't have a father to teach him how to speak to women even when he was upset. Mr. Palmer is triggered. Mr. Palmer needs therapy. Next on the docket is Rory Powell. Rory Powell said, you do realize that a man is winning either way, right? If you don't see who is giving it, you make up your own story. And to that I said, you are correct. Jamaican men have been making up their own stories to hide their openness to receive sexual favors from a man for a long long time. Baba.ali.muse. I'll give her my buddy head. That wasn't an option. That is not something that she consented to, and that is exactly what I said. Another predator has entered the villa. The only thing she consented to was head, and then boya a rapist. You are a criminal and should be locked up forever. Rashid_A_Jenna. Go and go ask your mother them question then. Honestly, if you're a Jamaican, anyway, anytime you bring mother arguments in it, suck your mother, a fighting words them there. So my response was, you were dropped on your head as a child and it shows. This is a judgment-free zone. Unless you're talking about homophobic Jamaican men, then all bets are off. Yes, my eyes are red, so you know what? Yeah, hell yeah, let's clean it. This is what a black Jamaican lesbian, 33 years old, this is what she looks like these days. Excuse me? This week, a hot new homophobe enters the villa. Jamaican men are inherently homophobic because homophobia is a tool used to...
You know, say, me don't know who send you. I don't know if you work with the FBI or some agency in America to see who is homophobic, because them say right now, if you go to America, them are going to check your social media. Or 5 years, social media. Everything we post or we talk about. So you make that video for trick a Jamaican man because you do not date man. You date a woman, your thing there. So you come with your...
Absolutely. Proudly. Are you new here? He's new here. This nigga said, OMG, last night I was drinking. I bet you were.
The boy run like a wounded dog. Broke you see and record. Don't run.
Sounds about right, actually. That is the perfect response. Another homophobe has entered the villa. JKing_, tread lightly in these comments. I want everybody to know, I want every homophobic Jamaican man to know, when you enter my comments, tread lightly. When I tell you we got them scared, the comments. Granted, you're on YouTube, so you don't know what I'm talking about. Somebody say, oh, you even come up with this. Oh, I'm a genius. Leopold Clark wants to know, why do you say Jamaican men? The question was directed to heterosexual Jamaican men. That's what I said. So if that's not who you are, Leopold Clark, my bad. If you love it here already and you're not yet subscribed, you know what to do. You know what to do.
Somebody tell me the answers. Me and you isn't the answer. Me and you isn't. Maybe I'm telling myself that, but there ain't nothing that'll change that. What good would it be if I knew how you felt about me?
I got way too excited this morning. I got way too excited. Shout out to my best friend for sending me this video because I couldn't even get through it.
Some days those girls next to me woke up, some days he was in the bed. I would wake up feeling sore, still not understanding exactly.
Did he ram out your back door, brother?
30,000K followers on Instagram, that's crazy. So 30,000 of you feel this way? 30,000 of you gave him a platform to spread and inject vicious, vile narratives, dangerous narratives, only because he's closeted himself? You cannot tell me nothing. And I look at what you guys put out on the internet, the things, the vicious way how they treat gay people. Someone left a comment on one, and the moment I went to go and really look into it and read it, they deleted it.
Don't run.
He said, back in our days, we used to throw tire pan boy and set that pan fire. Is that a threat? Or are you just pointing out the obvious? We know Jamaican men are dangerous. We know. That's what I'm saying. Operator_jokes. Call me, hey Junior. Hey girl. Oh, you post. Okay. Active. Great quality too. I'll say, wait. This nigga work for the MTA. No fucking way. Junior, have you lost your mind? This is not Jamaica. This nigga crazy.
Woman next to you, then some days, Diddy, and you feel discomfort. Your back door get ram out. And you like that. You did like that because you stay. Come on, use excuse about opportunity. Nobody in a blood class here for bumbo clock about
this nigga crazy. You don't know where you start. This is not your fault. This is really not your fault. You did not see me coming. How could you? But silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. This one is for Junior. And also to the 30,000 people who gave him the space to be the low down man that he is. It's hard to get lower than that. I also want to take this time to say thank you to my beautiful wife, Melissa. Baby, you have given me a life more than I dreamt of. I did not see this happening. No lies. But meeting you showed me that anything is possible. You made me realize that shit is true. That ain't a fairy tale. I cannot imagine not spending the rest of my life loving a woman. I cannot imagine being straight. Yuck.
The year I turned 23 years old, I slept with 3 men. This was right after I called it quits on a relationship with the girl I was with for 5 mostly terrible years. Before this, never once did I lay with a man. 2 out of 3 of those men I slept with one singular time. But let's go back further. 5 years prior, when I was on my way home from an internship I got right after high school, I stood at a taxi stand waiting when an empty taxi pulled up, beeping his horn. "Tone," he said, and like normal, I jumped in the front seat. In Jamaica, the front seat is the best seat until the driver starts talking to you. He had a pleasant, disarming smile, a little chatty, but other than that, pretty normal, which I took as a good sign. By the time I got to town, he already knew I was gonna jump on a bus and head to Bull Bay. As I was about to pay him and exit the car, "If me get a load, me go run a trip to Bull Bay, you know. If you want, me can drop you." I glanced over at the JUTC bus park covered with tired bodies of students and the working class adults of Jamaica, either waiting or fighting to get on the next available bus. "I'm already in the car, why not?" I said to myself. We picked up 2 more passengers who sat in the back seat and we were off. The casual conversation with our chatty driver got more interesting, and sometime later, I was the only one in the car with him again, which is pretty normal because of where I lived at the time. But then the conversation shifted. Now we're talking about relationships, and the lesbian in me is hearing a low and slow build of an alarm. Turns out I was not safe. Not really. I was in and out of that conversation, passing pleasant but cautious smiles and responses to his invasion of my privacy, with only bushes in sight as we follow the winding roads through 9 Mile Bull Bay. "Stay calm," I whispered to myself. If this is it, then this is it. I was unhappy with my home life anyways, so fuck it. Within seconds, I left from not saying much to telling this suspicious Jamaican man that I don't date men. I prefer women. He laughed as if he didn't believe me, until I saw it in his face the very moment he did. If I'm gonna be raped and killed, I need him to know that the only way he's gonna get this pum-pum is forcefully and without my consent. "You know, I care if I carry up another bushy and kill you," he said with a laugh. And to that I said, "Well, at least I'll die knowing that my first sexual encounter with a man proves why I never cared for men in that way in the first place. And you know that your fragile ego couldn't handle being rejected by a young girl that realized from early that men are dangerous. So you raped and killed her." His smile shriveled, and I watched as the gears hesitantly turned in his head. I guess he didn't expect me to say that. We sat in silence the rest of the way.